Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo! Are we doing it? All right, 3, 2, 1, ham.
Ham.
Let's go. That is the cue. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast. I almost said, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Crypt. I thought I was making my own video here. I'm making a podcast video now. Different intro.
I'm involved this time.
Very minusculely, sounds like.
Oh, hey, everybody. It's me, Talib Kweli. And I'm here with my boy Crypt.
I didn't think you'd actually bring it up in the first 30 seconds. You said I had to bring that up. I didn't realize it was going to start off with that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're not living that down because, you know, you gave me shit about my eyebrows for 5 years, so I have to at least.
That's different.
No, how is that different?
I don't know. It just is. It's totally different.
One is something you can control. One is something I can't control.
You tell me you can't control your eyebrows. You can draw them bitches on and move forward with life. I know you can.
And I did. And I did. So I proudly say that.
We're a Papa-Doo exclusive.
Yo, I feel like that used to be a little soundbite we used to do.
It was something that
we did a fake one.
You did.
Yeah, it was.
You did.
I usually just mouth our sound bites. That's usually how that.
Well, after we
works.
figured out that you spent time making an entire soundboard of Stewart and like played it during the episode, and then we realized we have to mute our desktop audio or else the audio would be doubled up. And so, dude, when I was editing that, you would play it, and then we would both get real quiet, and then we'd just both start laughing out of nowhere. It was so awkward. Like, what are these two dudes laughing about? And, like, nobody had no idea that it was you making the Stewart voice.
My mom is calling me. Hold on.
Mothers have the just keen thing to call. It'd be nice if you muted yourself.
But I'm recording a podcast right now with Crypt.
Let's all listen to Joey and his mom.
Okay, bye.
That was quick. Man, didn't even say I love you. Just said, okay, bye.
I love you. Yeah, she'll know.
It's a little late.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to give everybody actually a Papa-Doo exclusive right now. I'm going to unmute my desktop audio and run through the soundboard really quick. So here we go. It's not working. Shout outs to Elgato Stream Deck. Boomer.
Make sure you mute. I can't talk. I can't talk. Doubling up the audio. This is what it would sound like.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
I was explaining
it. You
can't
hear the sound effects? Wait,
you
can't hear the sound effect. All right, just when I go like this, that means I'm done. All right, here we go. Boomer.
What you think? Crypt.
Play it.
I don't know. I can't find nothing on that. Joe. Oh, come on, man.
This is the best segment ever.
Oh, okay. When can I go on break?
Almost done.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Here, I got you, man. No problem, man.
All right. That was. I'm not muted. I am muted now. Okay, that was the Papa-Doo exclusive. It was very hard to hold in a laugh watching you rage over the Stream Deck.
Because, bro, sometimes it just doesn't do what I ask it to do, or it will do what I ask it to do 7 seconds later. You know what I mean? It's like a woman.
I get it. Wow. All right. You just look straight into the camera, got super serious right there. That's some deep-rooted stuff we can discuss later on.
That came from the heart. That was for my therapist. That wasn't for you. That was all right.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, we could actually, I think, jump right into the good stuff here, man.
The songs of the week.
Oh, a new soundbite.
There it is, on the fly. I guess so. That's how we come up with the Papa-Doo soundbite, and I just was bullshitting.
Exactly.
So there it is. The songs of the week segment. Talk about it, Joe.
Okay. Nope. Well, the songs of the week segment. Basically, anytime a song comes out, it's usually on a Friday, pretty much at midnight Eastern time, or I don't even know if most.
It's mostly Eastern time.
It varies. I know a lot of K-pop songs, for example, come out in Japanese time, and then you have KSI dropped a new song over the weekend. We're going to talk about that. He dropped that in his time zone at midnight, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, stuff like that. So anyways, bottom line is all the songs technically come out on Friday. So with us recording these episodes on Mondays, it's perfect for us to dive into those songs over the weekend and keep our thoughts to ourselves and then talk to each other about it, how we feel about the songs that came out, some standouts during this podcast. So that's something we're going to start bringing to you guys, and I'm pretty damn excited about it.
Yeah, I'm going to start listening to a lot of music that I would typically not even look at.
Mhm.
Considering the songs that you sent me, not a single one of these songs I would have looked at or even knew they existed. So Joey's pretty much going to be the forerunner with this stuff and be sending me the songs because I'm so out of touch with it. Hopefully one day I can be a little more in tune with the songs that are releasing. But again, I wasn't even aware any of these dropped.
Listen, just listening to Rap Caviar on Fridays, New Music Fridays, Most Necessary playlist. I'm a Spotify guy, so if you're on Apple Music, I'm sorry, but listening to those type of playlists is how you can get your fix and kind of just stay tapped in to what's out there because, you know, more music is being dropped now than ever because schmucks like you and me could drop music right in their bedroom.
Yep.
So
you dropped a whole album in a day. So if you
See?
can do that, anybody can do anything.
There you go. I dropped the whole music in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, the quality of music right now is low. So it's something to keep in mind. But I want you to keep me responsible for music that you know is dropping and I might not be tapped into. So I want
All
you
right.
to hold me up to the same standard. I think it's cool if we send like three. I mean, there's just one song. So like 3 to 5 songs that we really want to talk about per week. We could do
did
that.
not
We're
do
starting with
that
just like
this
3
week.
today. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Didn't
But,
do any of that.
And we didn't even talk about it. A lot of stuff we don't talk about ahead of time. We catch each other off guard a lot. On
We
this
just get on here and
podcast, but-
freestyle, man. Just freestyle like it's nothing. All right, well, we got songs of the week. So we're just going to kind of rapid fire these. We don't want to spend too much time going over it unless Joey has changed his mind about that.
I'm going to look at my throat goat notes. Let's go ahead and...
Your what?
My notes. All right. The first song that I want to talk about is... Well, okay. How many did you listen to for that
I
list that I
listened to
sent
the
you?
4 that you sent me.
I did send you 4. Okay. So, and this is nothing special. These are artists that we have not really touched on at all on this channel. So, or on these podcasts. So I'm excited about this. And Boss Man D-Lo, 46th Street. I'm very curious to see what you think of this song here. I really want to hear your opinion first.
All right, so I'm going to preface this by saying I listened to each song one time.
Okay.
I didn't give them multiple spins. I just kind of did that on the way home today. I kind of like the beat on that, and that is where my likes stopped.
Yeah.
Everything else, I was just like, okay, there's a demographic for this audience, and it is not Southern white dudes like me. It's
That's fair.
just not me. And I feel like I've matured in that aspect. I went from saying anybody that makes music like this should be killed to
Don't take that out of context. CJ,
yeah,
he just wants
it's
people to
at the
rap
mumble
on
rap.
beat.
Okay,
That's all.
It's a get it. That's all I want. Rap on beat. There's a beat for a reason. Just stay in the pocket. It makes good songs. Makes for better songs. But yeah, I can see the demographic. It's just not for me. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. I think the song is ass. I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 10.
Wow, you went worse than I did.
I got to stop saying songs are ass, though, because I like ass. And I just don't.
That's a valid
I just don't
point.
think. Yeah, I don't think ass should be associated with bad. What's next? We go around saying, man, that shit is titties. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
That's a new one.
Yeah. Or maybe that means it's good. Why is gas good and ass bad? This doesn't make sense.
For real. I've never. I mean, maybe it's just like smelly ass. Like if you say it's smelly ass, that's better. Like give an adjective to ass. But if you just say
because
something's
a
ass,
lot of people say cheeks. People say cheeks as a replacement for
this
ass.
is true. This is a revelation, a breakthrough that you're making live on the Papadoo podcast.
I'm saying, are we talking about Rosie O'Donnell ass or Meg Thee Stallion ass? Like, there has to be a line, and it has to be more specific when you say something is ass. Like, what kind of ass are we talking about here?
This is just the greatest point you've ever made.
And this is gonna make a good short that's gonna probably get no views, but it's
Probably.
still.
But I'm just impressed. Like I've I'm in befuddlement thinking about this. I've never thought about it. Now that you're saying it, it makes 100% total sense.
I think about ass a lot.
Same.
So
I like my
there
wife's
you go.
ass.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great start for you. I don't think about you. Okay.
Okay, let's just keep it moving forward here.
Boss Man D-Lo, 46th Street. I was really curious to get into Boss Man D-Lo, and man, I just don't feel like this was the best song to start off my listening experience with him. Don't get me wrong. I know the difference between a song that's supposed to make you just chill, like, or meditate on it and like dissect it and, you know, really feel something or whatever. This is just some bullshit throw around song when you're driving around or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's cool in that aspect. I don't even know where 46th Street is.
It's Chicago.
But is it Chicago?
Yeah.
Where's he from? Where's Boss Man D-Lo from? Do you know?
I would assume Chicago. I've never heard of him before, but I would assume Chicago.
I think every city has a 46th Street. I feel like
that's
every
very
single
true.
city has
Is that not an O Block, 46th Street?
I don't know. You might know more about this
Stewart
than me. It's getting white in here. Hold
on, I'll double check it real quick. 46th Street is. I'm assuming it's not O Block because it didn't pop up. But,
regardless, I was just waiting for something to latch on to, like punchlines or like some cool flow choices or anything. Even the beat was just so run of the mill for me. It was definitely the weakest out of all the ones we're going to talk about. I'll put it like that. For me, 3.5 out of 10. If it comes on again, I'm not necessarily skipping it. Like if I'm working out, well, who am I kidding? If I'm doing the dishes or something like that, and this song comes on, I'm not gonna. It takes effort to skip a song. I hope you know that.
It does.
It takes effort to be like.
Fun fact: I found a house for
so.
sale on 46th Street, Chicago. That is 4 bedrooms,
Let's
2
buy
bath.
it. Let's prove a point.
Yeah, it's 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,600 square feet, listed for sale for $120,000. So it's a very shitty neighborhood for a house that big to be sold for that cheap. So
yeah,
is that not
crazy?
I'm assuming that's what that is.
It didn't sound like Chicago style music, but whatever. Point is, the song,
not a good song.
Is Dick.
Is Dick good?
No, not to me. I don't like it. Not that I've tried
Wow.
it. All right. Next song. Polo G, Doug Memorials. I got some things to say about this one. Thanks.
All right. Well, go ahead.
But I want you to kick it off. No,
I'm going to kick it off. All right. Well, the Discord latency makes me want to just fucking cut my penis off sometimes. So I kind of liked it. It's a little different. I'm still more of like, I am an old head at heart when it comes to this stuff. I like a little bit more enunciation, a little less autotune. I'm fine with autotune a little bit, but that's just kind of his style. But I like the overall message of the song, the meaning of the song. It's kind of more heartfelt, so I didn't mind it whatsoever. Like a 6.9 out of 10, maybe.
Nice. Yeah. Oh fuck, did I forget to rate it? No, I did not. Okay, good. So I got some notes. I'm gonna try to make this really like fluid without reading my notes too much, but I wrote like a whole paragraph about
what
this
the
shit,
hell?
bro. Like a whole a whole thing. First of all, I love the sample because I love that R. Kelly song. That's probably my favorite R. Kelly song, I Wish. And there is some
I
things
didn't even realize
wish. That. Yeah, bro. I wish that I could hold you now. I wish that I could touch you now.
Copyright claim, keep it going.
Yeah. I wish that I could be with you somehow. And then R. Kelly comes in like, oh, yeah. Then the whole like choir comes in at the end or whatever it is. Anyways, the song's a classic for so many reasons. And
sucks that he peed on underage girls. Anyway,
he kept. We're not gonna talk about that. We kept the original drums that was in the original song for this beat. It almost sounds AI ripped a little bit for the instrumental, which I don't think would have happened here. Is R. Kelly from Chicago?
I have no idea. I feel like he's from.
Hey Siri!
Crazy. He's like.
Where is R. Kelly from?
He's like South Dakota. He's just somewhere fucking random.
She didn't like that. I yelled at her. Hey Siri. Fuck
He's
you.
from
All
Bismarck,
right.
North Dakota.
Have Stewart look it up while I'm doing this little sentiment here.
All right, I guess I'm Stewart now.
Anyways, yeah, I was really not that big of keeping R. Kelly singing in the song just because he kind of treated them like ad-libs in the sample, you know, just for that everything's okay. That part is only the only part that's part of the R. Kelly sample in there. I like Polo G's hook on the song. I don't like the choice of making his voice radio style or like phone style.
Yeah.
With the heavy auto-tune on it. It made it sound weaker. Like Polo G could hold a note. He sings all of his lyrics. He rap sings.
Yeah.
On every song he's ever been on. I would have liked that hook to been more in your face. But then you could make the argument that Polo G thought, nah, my verses is where like everything I really want to say, I want that to be the forefront of the message of the song. So I guess you could say like I wanted the verses to stand out more because he does have 3 verses on that song. So clearly he had something to say. And I don't think he's even dropped anything that big in a long time. So I thought it was a cool little comeback in my mind. Were you going to say something about that?
I was just going to say, I feel like he could have done both. Like, you can still have a standout verse with a standout chorus.
Oh, I agree. I think this song could have been on the level of like All My Life by J. Cole and Dirk a little bit. I
Like
think it could have had that kind of impact. Yeah. But the fact that the hook fell flat for me, I don't know. It's got a fire vibe to it, but because of that, I'm only giving the song, I put 6 out of 10, but I think I would go higher. I think I'd go 6.5 out of 10. Because to me, a 10 is like Bohemian Rhapsody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or Bob O'Reilly or some shit like that. Yeah, so
I feel like I'm a little bit more lenient with my scores. Like, I don't give super high scores. I also don't give super low scores. Because, like, that first song, I'm never going to listen to that song again. And that's usually like a 1 out of 10 song. And I gave it a 5.
See, there we go. That's what you
So,
should have done. That's what you should have done.
I guess I'm too. All right, well, we get 1 rechange from now until ever. I will never, ever get another rechange when we do these scores. Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Same for you. All right, you get to change
Ice
the Polo G
JJ
song.
Fish.
Trash.
My bad to cut you off. Yeah, Ice JJ. No, we're not rating it right now. I'm just saying,
sorry.
I'm just saying all his songs are like 1s. All his songs are 1s just because of his voice alone.
Okay, well then I give that song a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10? Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just
I want to
'cause
hear
I
more
kinda
music
like the
from
beat.
him. Yeah.
That
yeah,
was on an album. The song you sent me was from his album. That's how I found out. Or like I searched it and it was in the middle of the album. It didn't pop up as a single for me.
When did this album drop? It must have been
Maybe
recent.
this week. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because a lot of shorts from Boss Man D-Lo have been like popping up on my feed and stuff. So they're probably doing a marketing push for him right now.
R. Kelly is
so
from
it's not
Chicago,
recent.
by the way.
He
I'm
is
super
from
late on that.
Chicago. Okay, that was the first thing that came to mind when I heard the sample, because I was like, oh, this is cool. It's like Ode to Chicago type thing, and he's using an R. Kelly sample, and he's talking about his come up in Chicago. So maybe he listened to this song like growing up, or it was part of his childhood, or something, some shit like that. But anyways, man, it could have been so rated so higher in my mind, but that hook made it fall flat for me. By the way, chime in, let us know, leave it in comments on Spotify.
Yes.
To tell us what you think about these songs. The next one,
look
I'm
a lot
very
at
curious.
I'm sorry, to cut you off there. I look at the comments on
Asshole.
Spotify more than I do on YouTube. I feel like that's where the
me
true
too.
diehards are, and the people that like really care about the show and really trying to see it succeed.
Yeah.
So if you love us and want us to read your stuff, comment on Spotify. That's the best place.
We still love you on YouTube too.
We do. I just grown to not watch YouTube comments anymore. What the hell? Stop!
Oh yeah, you can see my
Stop
video.
it! I can
My
see you
bad.
now. Don't do that. It made me super uncomfortable. I did not like that. You're wearing fucking Mr. Rogers sweater doing that? Don't do that. Don't do that anymore.
I'm so proud of you. Anyways, Offset, Swing My Way. Why do I be yelling? I don't know.
That's a thing you do.
I'll give you my thoughts first on this one.
Okay.
I think it's a dope strip club song. I think it's just flat out a strip club song. As your DJ said at your recent event, throw ass. It's a throw ass song. to the fullest extent. Thought the song was a little long, if I remember correctly. Felt like it dragged on for a little while, but I thought it was a great flow choice that he had for the first verse, and the song honestly surprised me. It had a great bounce to it, and I think we could be hearing this one a lot. A lot. Maybe not as much as freaking Raindrop, Drop Top, Smoking Knuckle Gator, how about? But yeah, bro, honestly, this is gonna be surprising. Brace yourself for the number that I'm about to give you.
All right.
I give this a 7.5 out of 10.
That's a high one.
Because I think for the type of song it is, like when I heard the song, I was like, oh, this is a strip club song.
Yeah.
This is a strip club song 100%. And yeah, I think it's perfect for it. So that's why I'm rating it for that. Of course, I think rating songs is stupid. Probably not the thing I should say when we're starting this segment, but
fun fact, I've never been to a strip club, so maybe that's why I'm not the biggest fan of the song. Actually, I take that back. I've been to a strip club one time, and it was my very first show that I ever did with Screw back in like 2018. And
it was a strip club?
No, it was a strip club on one side and a venue on the other. There was double doors in the middle. That like the back of the venue were double doors. You walk through and it's just a strip club back there. And I didn't go into that side. Like after the show, like Screw and a bunch of guys went over there, and like a lot of the people in the crowd went over there, and I just sat outside. I've never been a strip club guy.
I mean, I think strip clubs are stupid. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't like them at all, just because I'm like, I'm not throwing money for something I can't fuck. But I mean, that's always been my like mindset behind it. Like, why am I giving you money? You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah, why can't prostitution be legal?
But I've been to strip club, I don't know, 3 or 4 times maybe. Never. Well, one time I went because I wanted to, and that was just because I went with a girl on Valentine's Day.
That is
and she was with another guy
thing ever.
And she came pretty close to cheating, but she didn't. And she's a good friend. Shouts to her. Shouts to you, Christine. She was a cool person. She will never hear this because I don't have clout. Anyways,
what is happening?
What is your thoughts? I love you. What is your thoughts on
Jesus Christ?
My wife doesn't listen to this podcast.
I was like, does Fredo listen to this? I feel like you come home and just get beat every night. There's no way she doesn't hear some of the stuff you say. It's just not just throw haymakers when she sees you.
There's a reason I'm wearing this sweater. I've changed ever since. Okay. Yeah, the Offset.
To me, it sounds like every Offset song ever created, and for that reason. I mean, I feel like a lot of his songs are like that. And just to let you know, another song came on after this, and I didn't even realize the song switched. I just thought it was like a little beat switch, maybe, because that happens a lot in modern songs. But I can see the demographic. I can see the purpose. The beat was cool. I was kind of vibing to it a little bit. I'm not really paying attention to the words, and I feel like it's background music, which is strip club music. I kind of feel like so. I'm still in the 6 range, maybe like a 5-7 out of 10.
Okay. I think I don't know. I'm curious to see how much we're gonna hear this song going forward, because when that song with Lil Uzi dropped, we couldn't avoid it. Like it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Raindrop, drop top. Okay. Anyways, you didn't have to go quiet right there. Fuck you. Sleepy Hollow.
I laughed.
Have you ever
this
heard
song
Sleepy
sucks.
Hollow?
God, I hated this song so much. This is my least favorite song. A 1.23 out of 10. This song made me realize how much I just hate music.
This song sucks. He couldn't hold it in anymore.
Did not like it.
What he wanted to say about these
Zero
past 3
redeeming
songs.
qualities.
No, 0 redeeming qualities. All right, you want to see what my notes are for this one? I'm going to give you my notes.
Okay.
All right. Good pace. Love the reverb on the vocal sample. I did actually. It had like an OVO type production, or like it sounded like Giveon type vocals in the background, like kind of like that Drake song, Chicago Freestyle, I think it was called. 2:30 in the morning in the way. She blowing me kisses, yeah. You know what I'm
You just
talking
gonna
about?
sing the whole song?
No, but I just want you to. I just want like a nod or like
I did nod.
acknowledgement that you know what I'm talking about.
I said and nodded. That's my
So do you know
affirmation
what song
for
I'm
you.
talking about?
I do. That's what a nod and a
okay.
means.
Awesome. I don't know. I like his little like I like listening to her when she be capping, and then he was like she likes listening to me when I'm capping. Like I thought those were pretty funny lines. I don't know. It's pretty one dimensional though, but I got to give it like a 5. I guess it's nothing special. It's also not a song I would skip, but I liked it a hell of a lot more than the freaking Boss Man D-Lo song personally. So yeah, I'm interested to hear more of Sleepy Hollow's music for sure. I'm not tapped
I'm
in,
not.
so this segment it went better than I thought it would. I thought you were gonna be like, yo, I'm sending you the songs from now on. The fuck is this? I will say though, there's only one song that I listened to more than once, and it's the Polo G Thug Memorial song. I must have listened to that like 3 or 4 times.
I can see that. I think it was definitely the best of the songs from this week's Song of the Week. All right.
Yeah, there's one more. There's one more song that dropped this week that we wanted to breeze on. It's not hip hop, but we could talk
Dirty
about it.
From KSI. Is that the song? Did I messed up the segment?
No. Yeah.
What?
That song.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well. Sick.
So
KSI, new song called Dirty with a mysterious feature on it. I 100% thought it was Billie Eilish. Have you listened to the song?
I have listened to it. In fact, I reacted to it 13 minutes after it dropped.
Crazy.
I just happened to be sitting at my computer looking for something to react to. And I was
That
like,
is wild.
All right, well, let me just do it and try to put it out. Maybe I'll be one of the first to have their reaction out. It's almost got 100,000 views in 3 days for me.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Better than mine.
It's speed. Reaction. I feel like the reaction game is all about speed. If you want to make
Always
reaction content on YouTube, speed.
Yeah, if you're one of the first, within the first hour, you can get picked up. It's game over.
Yep. But anyways, yes, I listened to the song. That was your question. That's my answer to it.
My actual question
I saw some
was,
of your reaction. I saw some of your reaction because I wanted to see KSI's reaction to your reaction. So for anybody that's unaware, KSI, you might know him as a boxer, you might know him as a musician, whatever you know him as. You might know him as just a YouTuber, you might know him as the guy that makes Prime drinks with Logan Paul. Regardless, the last song that he dropped before this was called Thick of It, and it didn't get the best reception. I think it was blown way out of proportion. Like, it became like the cool thing to not like it or whatever. I thought the song was fine. I thought it was right on par with everything else he's put out in terms of hip-hop songs and shit like that. So I thought it was cool. But anyways, this song comes out and it seemed to change a lot of people's minds, saying, whoa, this song is pretty damn good, even though KSI is not on most of the song.
Yeah.
But it's still labeled as his song, and I'm just gonna go say this right now. You guys could fight me on this all you want. Billie Eilish is not on this song. It is not Billie Eilish. The more I listen to it, the more I realize it's not her. People are like, well, this is from years ago. And I'm like, it's same recording style with the, I'm really close to the mic. Yeah, man.
I'm uncomfortable.
Sorry.
I think I'm in agreement with you. I was 100% for certain it was Billie Eilish when I first heard it. And just the more that I listened to it and the more that I thought about it, it's like he's not saying who it is for a reason. Like, this person clearly is trying to sound like Billie Eilish, and it's turned into a marketing tactic. Just like the last one, it was a marketing tactic to kind of lean into the hate of it. This is a marketing tactic to not say who the feature is. It could be somebody stacking groceries that has an amazing voice that nobody knows, and like he's like, okay, just stay quiet. You sound like Billie fucking Eilish right now. I want people to think this is Billie Eilish. You sound amazing. The song's incredible. It's gonna do numbers if we do this, and it's working like a freaking charm. I mean, it had me fooled.
Yeah. And there's a couple theories why I have. So, me and Mams have each other's contacts. That's KSI's manager. I contacted. Usually when I text him, there's been very, very little times where he's not texting me back. This is one of the times where he didn't text me back because I was like, "Oh, is that really up there, man? I need to know." I was like, I won't say anything. And because he told us about like the Lil Wayne feature. He played that song for us on the phone 4 months before it came out, whatever it was. So yeah. But this time he didn't say shit. And there's obviously a reason for it. My theory is he had a song with Billie as a demo. And then I don't know what label Billie's on, but I feel like they pulled the plug on it. And then they replaced her with a sound alike. That's my theory about it. But yeah, it's just that falsetto that she sings with and being like close to the mic, like I said, and just you hear the breathiness in the vocals and everything that makes it sound like her. But the more I listen to it, the more I realize, that's not Billie's accent. Like that's not her gracefulness in the vocals. It's not. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it, and I feel confident saying that because I feel like I have more of a trained ear in music than the average listener. So I want to stand my ground on this. The song is really flowy, though. I don't know if that's a thing that you could say for a song that's more of a wedding dress description, but it just has like a nice chill ride around at night or ride around on a boat at night before you fall off the edge of Niagara Falls and fall to your death or whatever happened in there.
Great
that video. But yeah, it had a really good vibe to it. I think KSI sounded good. He didn't sound upstaged by the other vocalist, in my opinion.
I agree.
I thought he meshed well.
I think I said this in my reaction to, like, the song was over before I even realized it. Like, that's how quick the song went by. And it was a 3-minute song, so it's not like it was, the minute and a half songs that people are putting out. It's a fully constructed song with a bridge, a chorus, and all that other fun stuff. And it's just, it goes by so quick. And I think that's an indication of a good song, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's a redeeming quality for sure. Yeah, I don't know, that bass line, the do, like doing that in the background and building up those harmonies, the mine, like all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard. But next song that KSI drops, I need more KSI vocals up there for me to really give him his flowers for the song. You know what I mean? Because this one, I feel like the feature kind of led the way.
Yeah. I think I said that too. It sounded like when I thought it was Billie Eilish, it sounded like a Billie Eilish song featuring KSI.
Right. So, yeah, Billie Eilish and KSI on this one was,
Did you say Billie I Wish?
Yeah.
That's great. That's why you're a rapper, man. That's so great. I hope you made that up yourself. Did you find that somewhere?
I did. Nah, I did. I've gotten my brunt of horrible, mean insults on YouTube over the years, and I've just learned to learn the game and like learn the insults that people will say, the witty comments before they say them to me, so that way I'm just prepared for them.
That's great.
So yeah, I know how to mock. I know how to mock very well at this point.
The internet has turned Joey into an asshole.
That's why I'm wearing the sweater.
That is the craziest sweater I've ever seen for a rap podcast to be wearing. Here I am wearing an Eminem hoodie, classic. You're wearing a Mr. Rogers sweater.
Yeah, it was a choice.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Anyways,
I thought you were gonna change when you went to go get water, and you did not. You came back with the same outfit on.
Fuck you. What would you rate this song 1 out of 10, by the way?
I honestly would give it like an 8. It's a fun one to listen to, especially a late at night listen. I've listened to it like 10 times. Like, proof is in the pudding on that one.
Wow. Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. Something like that. It's pretty slow. I mean, like I said, it has great flow to the song. I need to listen to it in the right environment, though. Next time it's nighttime and I'm driving around to get some Taco Bell, which I do often while I cry, I'm going to listen to this
Sounds like the perfect time to listen to that song.
Eating a chalupa. My. Just chewing it down. Bro, Taco Bell slaps. All right, we're not going to get into this right now. This is a whole nother segment. All right, I have no segue.
It sounds like you're on top of it. Speaking of on top, Missionary, you are on top. Hey, Missionary! Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, brand new album, Missionary.
This is why I'm the segue guy. Okay.
That's why Joey's the segue guy. I was waiting for him to come up with something. He usually has a way of formulating the conversation in the correct way. He didn't. He just started talking about crying and Taco Bell.
You want to know why, though? You know why I didn't have a segment this time? It's because I forgot what the next segment was.
We have 3 segments, and you forgot one of them?
Yeah. Hopefully I never have 3 kids.
I hope not.
Yeah, man. I need you to lead the way with this one. I have so many thoughts about this, and I'm really curious if you're gonna like say something that I think that I've thought of too when listening to it, because I have like something to say about every single song.
I have something to say about a lot of them for sure. I listened to the album 3 times.
Okay,
so
let's do it twice.
Okay, good for you. You're learning. You usually only listen once.
There you
go.
Like
it. It's growing and development here on the Papa D podcast. So here's what I'll say about this album is it kind of got a slow start for me, but the middle of the album I am in love with. I think it is classic Dr. Dre, hasn't missed a freaking step in his production. And then towards the end, it kind of lost me just a little bit. But dude, there are 2 songs back to back that might be some of my favorite songs I've heard this year.
Ooh. Let me see if I can take a guess, if you don't mind.
Okay.
No. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go with For You.
For me, yeah.
Well, then you said the middle, specifically the middle.
I'm pretty sure it was in the middle.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't find 2 songs that I think you would like in a row, to be honest.
Thank You was my favorite song by far. By far. By and far was my favorite
song.
Dude, that sample was amazing, and just like that down and like the little guitar low thing that Dr. Dre did with that. That song had me hooked from start to finish, and just there was a lot of samples on this album, a lot of odes to like classic choruses and classic sounds. This one, I think, just did absolutely everything perfectly. Love this song. I thought it was incredible. And then I really liked Pressure. I was very disappointed that Khan didn't rap on it, because Khan is one of my favorite like underground artists that not a lot of people know about.
Yeah.
And he's on 2 different songs here. It's with the production help, I think. I still don't really even know. Like, I don't know if he had help in that chorus or on that or not.
Yeah. So he's I'll get into more about this later, but the ICU is Dre's new team that basically he works with of songwriters and producers, and Khan is part of that team.
Okay.
So anyone that I think he wrote a hook for, I think they left him on the hooks.
Okay.
For it. And same with the girl Coco Sarai.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with her. She's part of the ICU too.
Okay. This is why you're here. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I dove into it a little bit.
Khan's name on the feature, and I was super freaking excited to get into his verse, because I already liked the beat of the song, and I like the chorus too, because it has Dr. Dre's like super panned out doubles and like low, and I was like, oh, this is like orgasmic almost. And then I was waiting for Khan to come in, one of my favorite, especially he's a fast rapper. He's one of my favorite to do it. And I was like, this dude is about to go crazy. And then the song was over. I was like, what the shit? This pisses me off. I wanted to hear him rap so bad.
Is that the one where he was singing like a pimp? The Pressure song?
Motherfucker be real.
Yeah. Whatever he fucking
man
said.
steal. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Good. That's the energy we need on the Papadoo podcast.
But yeah, right there in the middle, I liked a lot of those songs. But Thank You was just so... I guarantee I've listened to Thank You 30 times. I wake up in the morning... First thing this morning, I woke up, press play on Thank You.
That's the song that they chose to push on like playlists on Spotify.
It's very
like
smart.
on the New Music Friday. Thank You is the main one up there. Are we gonna do a keep 3, delete 3, or whatever we're doing for this one? Are you prepared to do that?
Yeah, we can.
I have mine
I think
prepared.
so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. But yeah, is there more that you want to say about this album? Because I have so much to say about it.
Okay. I think the Eminem song was in the bottom part of the album for me after I listened to the whole thing, which is very surprising for me.
I'll give it to you straight right now. What I think about that, and we could go back and forth about every song.
Yeah, let's do that.
It had a G Unit type beat to me, a very mellow. It reminded me of the G Unit era a little bit, and that's the fastest I've ever heard 50 Cent rap. I think.
I don't think I liked it. The first time I listened to it, I was with it, but the more I've listened to it, he just doesn't sound comfortable rapping like that to me.
Yeah, it sounds sloppy.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds sloppy, especially you with that wants everybody to be on their P's and Q's with enunciation and shit like that. You were probably banging your head against the wall. Listen to that 50 Cent verse.
I don't know if there was just like some 50 favoritism for me the first time that I listened to it, because I reacted to it my first time listening and I was rocking with it. But the more I've listened to it, the more I realize like he's, especially the first half of his verse, super sloppy with it. Like kind of like a metronome off beat almost. Like it's kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't this song is definitely at the bottom for me too. Which of course is disappointing because, it's got the Shady Aftermath. What am I saying? All-Star Team on it,
Oh shit.
But did your shit for
we're good.
We're
good. Okay, we're good.
I was like, Crypt does not like what I'm saying right now because you were just looking at me like it was like, oh, but your shit just froze. Okay.
No, we're good.
But yeah, but then again, Snoop Dogg said this song is, if you're not gangsta, this song isn't for you. So I guess it's not for people like me that wear striped blue sweaters. So that's all there is
so
to say
white,
about
dude.
that.
I still cannot believe you wore that.
Eminem loves fast food. That's what I got out of his verse. He just always is rapping about fast food. If you ever want to meet
baby.
Eminem, that work at Burger King, well, maybe not Burger King because he'll spit in your under. No, that's if he's working there. If you're ever working at McDonald's or Burger King, you probably have the best chance of ever meeting Eminem. That's what it seems like to me, at least. But he was floating on it for the most part. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest, this is the second worst song on the album for me. I'll hold those type of comments off till the end because I want to keep some suspense for the keep 3, lose 3. But yeah, this one was kind of a disappointment. We could go to the top of the track list though and kind of work our way down.
Okay. You'll have to remind me what some of them sound like because, like I said, I have listened to it 3 times, but I don't have the track list pulled up when I listen to it, so sometimes I don't know the actual name of the song.
That's important for me. If I'm listening, I have to make sure that track list in front of me. Otherwise, I'll be lost in the sauce. I mean, Foreplay is like something we could probably
we can skip that.
Skip
it's just
over.
An intro.
It is. It was a nice start though. Like it felt like I could see the puff of smoke going in the air as I was
and
ready
then Dre
to sit
ending
in
it
this.
with "You're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge," like the classic
Yeah, there you
NWA
go.
intro. That was
So
a cool start to the album.
Yeah, so many plays on that. It brought me into Snoop's world right off the bat. I think there was like a wind chime or something like that. Like it was just all right, we're here. And I didn't go into this with much expectation, bro. I'm like, Snoop Dogg is dusting off the mic for another album. I'm like, all right, let's listen to this quick cash grab really quick. I mean, but it was we'll get into my thoughts. We'll get into my thoughts on that. Shangri-La. Wait, no.
Shangri-La.
There you go.
Shangri-La. The hell did you even
Wait,
say?
what does that mean?
Shangri-La?
Yeah.
I know, like, where I'm from, that's a rich neighborhood is Shangri-La, and I know I think it's in China somewhere. Shangri-La, meaning a Tibetan utopia.
Tibet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Very cool. Great start. Can't even pronounce the fucking title of the song.
This song almost felt like another intro. It was short.
It
like
was
back-to-back
It
intro.
was short. Remember I mentioned Lupe Fiasco's The Cool album?
Mm-hmm.
So on that album, I mentioned how much I like that album. But he had like 2 songs before his first song where he actually starts getting in his bag and start rapping like a real song. You know what I mean? It's almost like a 2-part intro is kind of just a style sometimes to really set the tone for the album. And I think it was effective. Not that Snoop sounds bad on this song. Thought he sounded real crisp and energetic and like he wants to be in there. So it was a good surprise for me. I was like, oh, okay, Snoop sounds like he really still got it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what kind of Snoop I was going to get on this album. The beat was fire. I don't think there's any snare in it, but mixing the harmony sounds really cool. With the outro of this song, I realized, oh, okay, this song is a 2-song intro, basically. Once that song ended, I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. And then the third song is probably when we're really going to get, like, the first song. But, yeah, besides it being short, what did you think about it?
Like I said, it was fine. I didn't think it was bad. I just kind of felt... it felt almost unnecessary for me because I'm not used to the double intro stuff. Like, I was with you. I was prepared. After that first intro, hearing Dre, the street knowledge, it's like, okay, this is like a movie I'm about to start watching.
Right,
it's just
right.
Like the opening scene of a movie, and then I get hit with more like intro credits, like produced by blah 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 blah. Like that's just what it kind of felt like. Kind of blue balled me a little bit.
Well, it's funny you say that you got blue balled, because then the next song was Out of the Blue.
Out of the Blue.
Hello. Oh, okay. Yeah. So for this one, the intro was crazy. The intro was crazy for this one. That vocal sample that they have in it, crazy. Great pace to the song. It almost had like a "Touch It" by Busta Rhymes type of drum style to it.
Yes, that's what it.
Did you pick up on that?
It was reminding me. Yeah, my camera's frozen. Bitch.
I know. I didn't say anything about it because I didn't want you to say that.
Why did you? Here I am, still frozen. I'm trying to fix it. There it is. We're back. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, it was reminding me of something that I had heard, and I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking. I felt like Busta Rhymes should have been on this album. Like I kept thinking that a lot.
Yeah. I feel like he should have been up there too. I don't know. It's interesting why they make certain choices, but there's a lot of artists that you could have said that for.
That's true.
I guess he could have took Method Man's spot.
Don't you say
in the grand
that?
Scheme of things.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm only saying that because after seeing Keanu, he should just stick to acting and never rap again. I'm just kidding. Wow. I'm just kidding. Well, I've even said on record how much I liked Method Man when we talked about Wu-Tang last episode, I think it was. But yeah, no, just in terms of how much in relationship to other Shady Aftermath rappers and stuff like that, I thought it would have made sense to have Busta Rhymes up there as opposed to Method Man. That's all. Of course, the big sample in the hook, that had me hyped when they brought back the MIA sample. I thought
I'm sitting here trying to remember which songs they were, and I remember hearing this, and I was like, we just talked about MIA being one of the top 50 rappers of all time. I was like, and of course this song comes up. The only song that was ever good by that artist. But it was kind of sick. It was kind of sick the way they I feel like they did that a lot in this whole album though. They brought back a lot of classic choruses.
Yes.
Or at least like some of the
notes
melodies
on everything that I
choruses.
picked up on. I picked up on a lot like classic choruses, like you said, or just bars, classic bars. Like in one song, they mention, or Snoop says the Watcher line. Things just ain't the same for gangster, or whatever the line is. So, and that's one of those lines where I'm like, yo, what song did he say that on, or did Dre say that on? Like, there was so many lines like that. Like, I'm not the type of guy that can hear a line and be like, that's from that song. Like, it usually takes me a second to process. I love this song though. Dre sounded like Slim Thug for a second when he came in rapping. I was a little confused. I was like, who is this? And then I was like, oh wait, this
his
is
voice
Dre
is
on
a
this
lot
album
deeper
too.
and like scragglier now than it used to be.
I think being out of the game could definitely do that to you, and age could
and
do
also
that to
having
you.
an aneurysm, he did have that.
Yeah, for sure. Shouts to him for bouncing back, obviously. But yeah, I really thought it was Slim Thug for a second. I'm like, what are you doing here?
I thought it was whoever A-List is on there, and like I didn't know who that was.
My boy Atlas got on the album.
I heard Dr. Dre rapping, and I thought it was this A-List guy. I was like, who is this guy? And then the more I heard it, I was like, this sounds like somebody I know. And then I like realized it was Dr. Dre, and how much his rap voice has changed since the last time I heard him rap.
Yeah, A-List must be a girl, right? Because it's who's on the hook. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess so.
The song is fucking hype. I like it. And I don't know. It just sounds like they're not trying to mesh in with the modern sound. It just sounds in pocket, and it sounds like something you could definitely play in this age, this time that we're in. And it doesn't sound dated or anything like that, which I think this album pulled off really well.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, dope ass song. Hard Knocks. Ow. Hard Knocks. I'm a guy with a blue striped sweater. I don't take pain well. So, anyways, thoughts.
I'm gonna let you take the reins because, like I said, I'm having a hard time remembering certain songs and how they started and how they sounded.
Okay, so this one had 2 beats to it. It had a flow switch, but the first part sounded like that Fat Joe song. Once again, back, it's the incredible. Like it had that type of vibe to it. Mm-hmm. It almost sounded like a Just Blaze type beat to me with that dope ass organ. And it also did the Pink Floyd homage in this one. The Leave Those Kids Alone. That one.
Okay.
Like The Wall. Yeah. So the choir in the background that they did for those samples I thought was really dope too. And I like the hook, obviously, because of that little ode to Pink Floyd in there, and I thought they flipped it really well. Is your mom calling now too?
No, I'm listening to the song. Continue.
Oh.
Oh yeah, dude, I love this song.
Yeah, it was really
the organs in the beginning, starting it off.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was like a old school Just Blaze type beat to me.
Yeah,
in a way. And the beat switch I thought was really cool in the second half. It grew on me the more I listened to it. Is that blim 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 blim. I don't know if you remember that part, but that part was as a production head, obviously, I'm gonna point out.
You're gonna pay more attention to it than I would. Yes.
Yeah, and he was more lyrical on the second half too. I thought he floated on the beat even better on the second half of the song. It helps move the pace of the album. I noticed when artists do these beat switches halfway through a song, I think it like helps the pace of the album move more, and it feels like we're not stuck on the same song for a long time. I like that, and that's something I want to try to do on a future project myself going forward. Anyways, what's your thoughts on Hard Knocks?
No, fun song. I really liked it. Now I remember what it sounded like. Like just that opening part makes me happy. Just hearing those organs makes me happy. And here's the thing: is like Snoop is not an elite level lyricist. Never has been.
No.
But he's like the king of vibes, I feel like, and just really good at controlling his voice. And he did that super well on this album. I think like going up and down and inflection and like just showing I'm Snoop Dogg out. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Just really holding out some of that swagger that he's got. I did a fucking awful impression right there, by the way. That was awful. Why did you just smile and nod and not point?
Because I knew where you were going with it, and I was trying to like look at the meat and potatoes.
I couldn't even ignore my own impression.
Okay.
That was terrible. But yes, he did a great job of vibing out on this album. This is
almost as bad as the Morgan Freeman impression.
That's
sorry-ass impression. There it is. Yeah, great energy. Good song. Gorgeous. Featuring Jhené Aiko. Eat the booty like groceries.
I didn't.
Super old school. West Coast sounding. This one sounded like something straight out of GTA Vice City.
Yeah, it almost gave me like a Motown sound to me.
That
opening
Motown
part
with funk.
Like the low piano that they like kind of almost out of tune. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird sound.
Then it just got to that smooth, funky vibe. I don't know. It felt like I was driving around in Vice City running over people, and the song makes me want to run over people in GTA Vice City, of course. I thought the hook though. I thought Jhené Aiko, she's been blamed in the past or criticized in the past for having boring vocals, a boring style altogether for her music because she makes vibey music. So I don't know. I thought in this one though, she killed it. I think she killed it with that hook, and it was a great choice to mesh with Snoop's style. I thought when he gets in his playa vibe bag. You know what I mean? My impression is so much better than yours. Like, it's not even funny.
Don't say that in your blue and white striped sweater, okay?
Okay. Anyways, song feels good. I was afraid it would lean too corny with that old school vibe, but it had, I thought, even without any modern sauce to it and sticking to its roots of the type of song it was, I thought it sounded good.
Yeah, I think this was the first song that I wasn't like the hugest fan of, and I think it was that lower piano was throwing me off just a touch. But I still, like, in my listening to the album a few times, there's only one song that I kind of skip throughout the whole thing. And this isn't one of them. I kind of like, I'm indifferent towards it.
Suspense. I like that. See, this is a master of the craft right here, ladies and gentlemen. See what he's wearing? Such a better sweater than what I got. All right. Next one. Last Dance with Mary Jane. First of all, bullshit. But
Snoop Dogg is quitting smoke.
The point. I know. Maybe I'm missing the point. Remember that? Remember that whole campaign he did?
Yeah, that's why I just said that.
Oh, yeah, for the grill?
It's for a fire pit.
For a fire pit.
It was a smokeless fire pit.
Gotcha. Okay. It's no Gloria, considering since he's talking about Mary Jane like a girl. It's no Gloria, but I thought the sample still sounded amazing. That little guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just had a almost reminded me of the Mamas and Papas a little bit.
Well, it reminded me of Tom Petty because it was Tom Petty. He's credited on the song. I want to know how they got that to happen. They just ripped the chorus and talked to his camp because he's dead. I mean, he's been dead for a few years now. Like, did they just...
were you familiar with that hook?
Yeah.
You were? See, I wasn't. I'm not really...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm actually not too familiar with Tom Petty songs that aren't the big bangers. Like
that is. That's like probably his biggest song.
Free Fallin', Patience.
Well, okay, besides
like
Free Fallin'.
Yeah.
Last Chance with Mary Jane has got to be in his top 5 on Spotify. Check that.
Was that literally the name of the song?
Yes, Last Chance with Mary Jane.
Last Chance with Mary Jane?
Yes.
Wow.
Or Last Dance with Mary Jane, not Last Chance. Maybe the song was just called Mary Jane, but...
My last chance to smoke weed.
They literally just... It's the same chorus.
Ah, okay. Yeah, see, I didn't remember Tom Petty was even dead, to be honest with you.
Wow, it's not even in his top 5? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with a lot of Tom Petty songs, to be honest. But they even had a harmonica sample in this on a Snoop Dogg album. I was like, oh, they're taking some risks. But I'm not gonna lie. When Jelly Roll started singing on there, I was like, whoa. He was a standout.
Did you like it?
Big time. Yeah, I thought he was a real standout on this one. Because I haven't really listened to much Jelly Roll. And every time I hear his voice, though, hear him sing, I'm like, ooh. Like, he really got some pipes. And,
he can hit it, man. Okay, sorry, just to interrupt you. I found the discrepancy. That was when Tom Petty was with his band, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And the song is called Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed.
And it is their biggest song.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's why you couldn't find. Okay, I got it. But yeah, I thought this one was cool. He made his presence. Jelly Roll made his presence known on this one. I wasn't expecting it at all. I don't think I was even expecting Jelly Roll on this because when I looked at the track list, the feature list is so long on this,
right,
that I didn't see his name. So he just like came out of nowhere. I'm like, sir, your session was in Studio B, not in Studio A. What are you doing here on this song? Yeah, but that psychedelic hook that you're familiar with the flangers on the voice and all that, I don't know.
Yeah.
it sounded good to me. I didn't realize that it was a classic song. I really didn't.
Yeah, it's got 400 million streams.
Well, I'm not one of them.
Yep.
But is that
I feel like I heard
line?
that a lot. Yes.
That's from it too.
Yeah. Like literally, I'd have to. I don't know. I mean, they probably added some more stuff to it, but that chorus is the chorus, and there's obviously some Dre production tossed in over top of it.
Gotcha.
I will say, like, I knew this song was happening. I didn't realize like this was the song that Jelly was on. I knew Jelly was on the album somewhere just because I saw him post about it a while ago. And I mean, it's fitting because Jelly's a weed guy, has been a weed guy for a while. Snoop's a weed guy. But dude, I really wanted Jelly to rap because I've known Jelly as a rapper, and he rapped about weed a lot back in the Antioch days, back, you know. And so it was still awesome to hear him on there. He sings well. He's a big man, got some pipes. I feel like sometimes when he gets like super, super high up, I don't particularly care for it. I like his more raspy, lower singing. But I was just, like I said, I have a song with him. And I was just geeking out. I was like, this man is on fucking Snoop Dogg's album now. He was on Eminem's album. I cannot believe how much success that he's gotten over the last year. It's been crazy. So, big shout out to my man Jelly Roll.
So, with him rapping and transitioning over to singing, or was it always a mesh of the two? Was he rapping at first, but then started to see real commercial success when he started singing more and getting into that country bag? Like, what was his evolution?
Yeah,
like,
it's always been at least like 80% rap, 85% rap, and his choruses, like all of his country stuff now, that's what his choruses have always been like. So he's always had the singing bag. It's just he would rap and then have that as the chorus. Now it's like the whole song is one big chorus.
Gotcha. So pivoting over to the singing was it was the move
for sure. I remember he dropped "Save Me." His song "Save Me" was like the transitional period right there, and I remember he had either just dropped it whenever I filmed the music video with him for "Call It Quits," and like me, him, and Luke Gone were there, and I think Atlas was Atlas there. I don't think Atlas was there, but it was me, him, and Luke Gone were there, and he showed Luke Gone his whole album that "Save Me" was on. Is back when he was signed with Strange Music for a distribution deal, and I was sitting out on my back deck when Jelly called me and was telling me about it. He's like, man, I have this song called "Save Me," and I love it, but it's just I'm afraid that people won't like it because it's nothing like the rest of this album. And like "Save Me" went out when it was blowing up, and he was afraid that people wouldn't like his album because nothing else on that album sounded like "Save Me." And then he just went the "Save Me" direction for the rest of his career, and it's got him where he's at right now.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, he was crazy. He's a drug dealer rapper, like down South Tennessee drug deal rapping.
Wow. I haven't really heard him rap much except on your album.
Yeah, it's super recent because that album was in 2020, I think. Or was it 2021?
I don't know.
I think it was 2021 when I did that album. It's 2021. That was Jelly put out a rap album that year, so it's been that recent that Jelly's been doing the rap stuff.
His come up has been quick, or it's felt quick.
Very quick.
The explosion, I should say, because he had established himself in the game.
Yeah, the come up has not been quick. He's been rapping and doing stuff for. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at his albums, but at least the late 2010s or early 2010s. Sorry.
Well, shouts to Jelly Roll. We got a little segment out of him and a little short out of that, I think. So thanks for the content, bro. Thank you for the content. Thank you. What I'm trying to say is thank you.
You want to say it one more time?
Thank you.
I'm looking at his albums to see when his first album was.
Thank you. Yep. The next song, by the way, on Snoop's album is called Thank You.
Oh. Thank you for letting me be myself. God, it's so good, dude. That is... Jelly Roll's first album on Spotify was 2011, Gambling on a White Boy 4. So... Gambling on a White Boy number 4. That's the first official release on Spotify. If that lets you know how long this man's been doing it. That was 2011. But yeah, Thank You is by and far, hands down, the best song in this album. I will fight you over that opinion.
No, it's I love the timing of when the song came in. Like, this could have easily been a track 2 up here, but I thought after the slow kind of moving song before it with Last Dance with Mary Jane, I thought this like uplifted the vibe and everything like that. It's like the party's back on. The church choir inspired hook. And Snoop played off the hook really well on this too.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah,
homage-
dude. Aye. Please
Yeah,
use
yeah,
your
yeah.
mind, kiss the sky, which is a Bob Marley reference, by the way. Not
Man,
a Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, another weed
some of
smoker.
these references definitely went over my head in this one. There's a lot of them. I need
you
to
know
listen
that
to the formal
original
breakdown.
song, at least, of Thank You?
Jimi Hendrix?
No, it's not a Jimi Hendrix song. Like the chorus of that is
No.
an original song.
By
You don't know
who?
that chorus either?
No.
Dude, thank you for letting me be myself. You don't know that song?
Is it a gospel song?
No. It's just, dude, that song has been put in so many movies.
I don't watch movies.
Oh, man. I'll
I
try
did just
to
see
find
Carry
that.
On, though. I saw Carry On Netflix.
I did
the
too.
other
It was awesome.
You did see it. Wow.
I did. It's the first movie I've
Yeah,
watched
that
in a long
shit-
time.
That shit had me roped in beginning to end.
Thank you
Um,
for letting me be myself again. Sly and the Family Stone.
Oh, okay. That's Motown. Or yeah, that's Motown,
Yeah,
I think.
very much.
Or late
long,
Motown.
long time ago. I don't even know when that song was released.
That had to be late 60s or no, that's 70s.
1969.
Oh, it is late 60s. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not familiar with it. I know a lot
That's
of songs
crazy.
from that era too, because when Kanye was dropping Graduation, no, not Graduation, College Dropout and all those albums, Registration, late Registration, he was like tapping into all these old school samples, and that's where I started crate digging myself. And I started getting into all these type of soul samples and like learning more about these artists like Delphonics and all stuff like that. Are you about to sneeze?
No, I was about to yawn. I didn't want to be rude, but
Fuck you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Snoop sounds really great on this fucking song.
he does.
There's a doggy style homage on it too, by the way, with 6 Million Ways to Die, Choose One. Of course, that was probably the most recognizable one on the whole goddamn album. What the fuck? You already said you like the song, so fuck what else you have to say about it.
Yeah, song's great.
Moving on.
Best song on the album.
Now you're on my bad side. Now you pissed off the guy with the striped sweater. All right? Dangerous game to play. Dangerous game to play.
Man, the people on Spotify listening is like, I gotta go watch this video, see what fucking sweater he's wearing. This is the
Yo, by the
craziest
way,
white boy sweater ever. Like, it's just unreal.
you can post videos on Spotify too of the podcast. I don't know
Oh.
if that will help engagement, but
I don't
Yeah.
know. We can try it.
it's something to think
put
about.
on
If you could
Spotify
get
was
it up
not
quick
video.
enough, because I know exporting the audio way easier than exporting the video for this.
Yeah, I can figure it
yeah.
out.
All right. Pressure featuring Khan. By the way, I got to get better at this. I probably will put up the my notes on the screen next time rather than going on my phone. Let me read my notes. Good song. No.
Fun to listen to.
You already said what you said about your disappointment of Khan not rapping on this one. And obviously I was expecting him to rap too. But it goes to show he's got a little range, you know what I mean, as an artist in general. Yeah, it had that like a slow drum beat with like a repetitive bass line that gets layered by an electric guitar during the hook. They definitely leaned into a lot of soul type of instrumentation or influence. I'm sorry. In this whole album. And the hook even introduced some like Middle Eastern type influence. I don't know if you heard that at all. But it almost had like a Middle Eastern type of vibe with like these dreamy strings floating in and out of the beat. I'm like
Like an
where's
Egyptian
Khan on
style?
this song? What was that?
Like an Egyptian style, maybe?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
the
I can
sitar
kinda see
type
that.
of like falling a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It sounded so dreamy to me. And when the song was over, I was like you. I was like, where was Khan on this song?
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh shit. I guess he did the hook. I wasn't really familiar with him being in that bag. And then I was like, how do you even get this gig to sing a hook? Not even rap, to sing a hook on Snoop Dogg's album that's produced by Dr. Dre. But when I dug into it more and learned that he's part of the ICU who did production on most of the album, then I was like, oh, okay. Dr. Dre, so I don't want to ruin the magic of the album for you, but the ICU is kind of the reason why Dr. Dre has been able to keep up with the times with his production and sound like he hasn't missed a beat, because he has a team working with him of producers and writers, and he's kind of the conductor. Dr. Dre is the conductor, like the movie director of the album, if you will.
Yeah.
So I know
Makes
his
sense.
name is on this, but he's more of an executive producer on this than an actual producer, or actual beat maker, the one making the beats. You know, I don't want to piss you off too much, but
It's fine.
great. You handled that well.
I hate you. Just ruin this whole shit for me. I don't want to listen anymore.
I know. I get it. I get it. That's how I kind of felt about it. I was like, huh. But I guess this has been going on for a while, and I think this is just what happens when you reach that level. You know, producers don't get their hands dirty as much.
Yeah, and he's
I
got
could be
his
wrong
hands
about
in
some
so
of that.
many avenues too. Like I feel like even if he is the executive producer, it's still his ear that it's going through in the final product.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So-
You could look at it as he's bringing out the best. It's his vision being brought out. Like, there's a lot of ways that you could think about this to make yourself feel better.
Well, why don't you just let me do that and go on to the next fucking song, Joe? All right.
We're just pissing each other off today. You know how we always go on break for like 6 months or whatever because we start to hate each other? This might be that moment. No,
Awesome.
I'm just kidding.
4 episodes in. Oh, you're not kidding. That sucks.
Man, I want to talk about this next one. Another Part of Me featuring Sting.
This is the skip song for me.
What?
This is the skip song for me.
Get the fuck out of here. Why?
I don't like Snoop trying to sound modern. I don't like it.
But he sounded so good on it. Like, he sounded neck and neck, skill-wise, singing-wise. I know he's not because of Melodyne and autotune and shit like that, but he sounded really good next to Sting. Sting's vocals on this one.
But it sounded like I don't know. I just don't. It ruined the mystique of Snoop for me. Like, that's not who Snoop is to me. And I applaud him for trying something new, but it sounded like he was trying to be modern, and I don't like it.
Sexual Seduction is his best song.
I don't even know that song.
Sexual Seduction.
Is that your Morgan Freeman impression?
First of all, I wanted a better reaction than that when I said Sexual Seduction is his best song. I wanted you to be like, fuck you. No, it's not. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do not like that song by Snoop, especially the hip hop heads. It's like stupidly auto-tuned. It's like house vibe. It's, I think if you heard it, you would.
I know what song you're talking about.
What it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised that song isn't memed more. Actually, now I think about it. Man,
it's kind of out of my memory until you brought it back up. Now I'm mad again.
It's funny. He said, mentioned like the song or his comeback in this album being an encore because the beginning of the song reminded me of Encore by Jay-Z. I even thought they were going to go that route with it because it starts off with the crowd and stuff like that. But instead they went like the song felt like a live performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the way that reverberated that electric guitar, that and then come on, man, this song was so fire to me.
Did this one have the Police sample, the SOS? Do you know that song?
Yeah, this would
Hello?
make sense. Why? Yeah. I was thinking it would make sense because that is 100% the Police's guitar style, like that flangey guitar.
I'm pretty sure it's the Police's SOS.
I
Message,
really
no,
thought it
Message
was,
in a Bottle is the name of the song. Message in a bottle. Do-do-do.
See, I was thinking it was a Sting sample off the bat, just because the electric guitar is playing and Sting was on it. But
I'll listen to it real quick. Let you know.
it could be again.
Yeah, it's Message in a Bottle. It's the same guitar
another
and
old
everything.
school sample I didn't recognize.
This is
when that
very
happens.
strange to me that I'm recognizing all the samples and you're the producer. That should not happen.
Well, You're also talking to the guy that got Steely Dan and Steve Miller Band confused.
You did do that.
So, which is, they both begin with STE. So I don't know what the fuck you want from me, bro. Switch it up. Stop, be original with your name. Skyscrapers is the next song with Method Man. You know, if you don't know who that is, he was the actor in Keanu.
Shut up.
And then Smitty.
God.
You sound just like Steve Carell in The Office every time you say God like that. You don't watch The Office, do you?
I've seen a couple episodes of it.
Oh, okay. He's always like, God. Like, so if you're horrible with your impersonations, but you're Steve Carell from The Office. Spot on.
Sick.
Do you like this song?
I like Method Man's verse. I do not like Snoop Dogg's verse at all. He did.
Okay.
He rhymed spiritual and miracle together, and I thought he might have been trying to be facetious when he did it, but listening back to it, he wasn't. And it's
it
hurt. It hurt. He rhymed spiritual, miracle, and lyrical together. I was like, this man. There is no way this man just did this.
That.
Yeah,
I didn't even pick up on that.
He did, and it hurt. It hurt to listen. And I thought maybe is he trying to do this because he's on a song with Method Man? Is he trying to get a little more lyrical here? Because he did a couple double entendres too. I made note of it. I don't remember what the exact ones were. But like he tried to get a little more flexy lyrics wise, and that's not who he is.
Came off awkward.
Yeah, and I felt like he was only doing that because Method Man's on it, and Method Man did amazing, like as always.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Method Man sounds like somebody who hasn't missed a beat. Like he could still get in that bag, and that was really refreshing, or almost relieving to hear.
Yeah.
Because when you hear these guys get on the mic still, I'm always like, oh boy, like do they still got it? Are they still gonna come with it? And yeah, he did. But I don't know. This song is just kind of disjointed to me. The hook sounded kind of janky, if that's the word I want to say. That's that dude Smitty, who's also in the ICU, that group that Dr. Dre has that he works with. Yeah, I don't know. It felt good to hear Method Man's voice. Everyone's rapping like they're young and hungry on this. I thought everybody had great energy on it. But I don't think the song flows all that well together. In fact, I think it's like the worst replay value on the album so far at this point. So yeah, I think we're both not too high on this one. Method Man was the standout, but
yeah,
I like Smitty's voice.
Yeah,
Smitty's voice on the hook. I thought he had a cool voice.
Yeah, I just feel like Snoop, as weird as it is to say, Snoop kind of ruined this song for me. Just with him trying to be something that he's not.
But the next song, I thought he got right back into the Snoop bag.
Oh yeah, I really like this next song. Yeah.
And shouts to Coco Sarai. I hope I'm saying your name right, but the reggae vibe that she comes with the vocals and the reggae vibe on the beat, this was a really great bounce back from the song preceding it. The first you ever heard of words?
Yeah, they're hard.
yeah, they are. Unlike Snoop's first verse, his first verse on the song was weak to me. His first verse on the song was kind of weak to me. Almost as weak as my pronunciation game. The hook kind of carried it for me. That one by one part, the callback to Rihanna's Pon de Replay song. Yeah, I thought that was cool. The little
I feel like there was another callback in that chorus besides that one.
One by one. Oh, was there was it One Blood? No. No. Zion. Was it the Zion song?
There was a Tupac reference.
They call it murder. Was that?
Yes.
Or am I making that up? That was in there?
Yeah. Yes, it was. Hello?
Welcome to Jamrock.
What?
Welcome to Jamrock.
Yes.
Was it that? They
Yeah.
call it murder. But that's a sample too, right?
I think
Where
so.
that came from? Man, he's really making me like
There's a lot,
Go
dude. I bet if we look
blast
at
from the
the
past.
credits of all this stuff, there was a lot that I pointed out, and I know I'm missing some. Well, we haven't gotten to every single song yet, but there was a lot of melodies that I recognized, and maybe kind of like you, I couldn't think of what song it was, but I knew I had heard it before.
So many times. So many
A ton.
bars like that. So many references like that. So many samples like that. And it was like, I don't know. I thought that was cool that we were tapping into all those, but I was like, really like, fuck, I should know this. That's what pisses me off about it. I'm like, I should know where this is from. And obviously I've dropped the ball on that many times. And that's why I'm just a guy with a striped sweater that's trying to talk about hip hop right now and music history.
The best time
Altogether.
to wear a striped sweater. It's not on the Papa Do podcast talking about rap.
That was good. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Guns and Smoke was not really good.
Yeah, it definitely
Listen.
it fell down the totem pole for me.
We talked about this already, right? We talked about this song.
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the G Unit vibe, the sloppy 50 Cent version. We really did get into this a lot, actually. Yeah, Eminem's verse on it. He sounded bored to me. Gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't know. This song sounded like thought it sounded like they could get away with it just because of the features that was on there. We got 50 Cent off the set. He's here in the booth again. Aren't you excited? Okay, yeah, I'm excited. Let's hear it. And it just sounded like he didn't know how to go off a beat like this or something, which is wild to say since he's one of the better songwriters in the hip hop game. But yeah.
He's been out of it for a minute, man. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
Coming from
Dragged
somebody
him in the
who
booth.
50 Cent is probably in my top 10 of all time, and I just wasn't feeling it.
They dragged him in the booth for this one. No, don't make me go back in there. You're getting in here. No. Anyways, yeah. Probably the most disappointing song on the album, considering the roster.
Yeah, just all the heavy hitters that are listed on there. It could have been way better.
Yeah. All right, since we already talked about that one, the next one.
Man, especially with the Biggie sample, too. God, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I thought the sample choice was pretty cool. The way it came
was.
in like that. Gun smoke. But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't.
Sticky Situation. Of course, I was just saying sticky like that because of the Sexy Red hook on Tyler's album. But this one is Sticky Situation, and this beat sounded so damn familiar to me. It almost pissed me off. It almost had a Doggy Style-esque. Or like
this
just a G-Funk type of, I don't know, bro. But
this is another situation where I was blue ball thinking that Khan was going to actually rap.
Yep.
And it didn't happen again.
He was not in that bag on this album.
Oh yeah,
not in that bag whatsoever.
It
was like a G-Unit style hook though. To me. I don't know why I keep talking about G-Unit, but it almost had a G-Unit style resemblance to it.
This is the chorus that had like 3 different melodies that I had recognized.
Yeah, I had to look it up for this one because it had one that I just knew. Yeah,
that one for sure.
Yeah, that's the Tom's Diner by Suzanne Vega.
I
did not know that.
On the corner in the corner of the coffee.
Bro, it's been sampled 5 billion times.
Yeah.
But I never knew the origin sample name, so I had to look that one up.
Tom's Diner, you're right. Before that, Dr. Dre was doing an Ass Like That cadence.
Wow.
Did you
Did
catch that too?
No, but now that you mentioned it, it was like one of those things where it just seemed familiar. Yeah. And here's another big one for you. When the beat changes and breaks down, or when during the breakdown, that part reminded me of Blow My Buzz by Kaniva. I'm taking it back. I'm going album cuts, taking it back.
Yeah, I don't know
that's
that one.
from D.
Is that a D12 cut?
Is that D12 World? That might even be Obi Trice. Cheers.
Yeah, that's outside of my scope.
Where Kaniva was on the hook. Shady Aftermath heads, let me know. But yeah, that part of that song reminded me of that a little bit. That falling bass line was fire in the beat switch. I was like with you before I looked into the ICU and what they're all about and stuff like that. But I was like, yo, Dr. Dre is flexing his muscles with production on this album. And this kind of like solidified it for me. But yeah, I thought it was a cool song and it was a good bounce back. I like it a hell of a lot more than Gunsmoke. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It just, again, hearing it again just now, there's a lot of beats on this album that just kind of make me in a constant state of kind of happy, you know?
Yeah.
Just they're brighter strings, brighter notes.
Right.
Coming from a guy that really loves deep, sad, dark notes, it was cool to hear a lot of that on here.
And that's one reason why I like I'm willing to listen to your music taste, because even though you're into that type of music or may even make darker music, you still appreciate the club hits, the fucking uplifting stuff, all that stuff. So that's it's always good to be open to that shit. Anyways, now or never.
Still pissed Con didn't rap on this album. I was blue balled twice.
All right,
at first nice.
I wasn't feeling this song. Now or never. At first I wasn't feeling it. The singing, I'll agree with you. Snoop Dogg singing on this one when he was doing it, it seemed off to me. And this is another one where BJ, the Chicago kid, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. But BJ, the Chicago kid, almost sounded like Music Soul Child to me on this. He sounded like it had a really soulful vibe to it. And once again, every time Dre raps on this album, comes in with that deep ass voice, I do a double take. Like, what?
Yeah.
The hell's going on?
Who the hell
right
is
now?
this guy? I've heard this guy several times now.
Exactly. It was weird how he picked his spots on this album, and I wonder if the album would have benefited from them both rapping on every song, but maybe that would have made it drag a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I thought this album was like marketed as like a collab album. Like I
thought it was too, not like a Snoop Dogg album exclusively produced by Dre, which is what it is being marketed as now. Right. I was with you. I thought it was going to be a collab album.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, Missionary, that's Snoop's play on Doggy Style or whatever, so it makes sense. Yeah, but anyways, like Slim Thug, what you doing here? I don't even think he sounded much like Slim Thug on this one again. Shout out to Slim Thug. Hope he's doing well. But yeah, those high notes from that shaky organ sound, it sounded really spacey. This whole song sounded spacey. It sounded like I was floating. Maybe I was floating. I'm not sure. I'd love to listen to this song while driving around LA at night. It just had that type of vibe to it to me. Is this one of the more forgettable songs to you? Yeah.
I think the last bit of the album is kind of more forgettable for me, honestly.
Even the next one, Gangsta Pose?
Gangsta Pose, not so much, but like definitely this one and The Negotiator as well. But Gangsta Pose, a little more memorable. Yeah, Gangsta Pose!
You even had like an EDM vocal chop in it. I thought it was like really left field from a lot of other songs on the album. This one overall was okay. I mean, I think the album could have done without it, this song. I don't think it had to be really up there. Negotiator, yeah, I'm with you. Like the songs at the end kind of, I don't know how to, it had such a strong intro. Like there was a lot of work put into the intro of this album to set the tone. I think we could have closed the curtains a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know how you close a curtain stronger.
Come here, bitch!
But hopefully you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I wish more love was put into the ending as it was put into the intro. I understand why that logistically or analytically doesn't make sense, because most people only listen to the first 3 songs of albums majority of the time. You know what I mean?
I just wonder if they even cared about that because of the double intro they had. But I agree. Like the end of this album does not match the love and the care and then the meticulousness of the beginning part of it.
Right.
Which is weird to me because like even when I construct albums, I put my best songs, what I think are my best songs, at least my most emotional song, I always put it last.
Yeah.
Like the song that I think is the song on the album, I always put it last.
Right.
And so maybe that's just not like a typical rap thing, I guess. But I've just always thought the last song on the album should be such a hard close and definitive close to the album. And I
wonder if
that.
that's like an old school mentality or not. I don't know. But it's not like those songs perform bad for you, even though you market those songs. Like you put out music videos usually for your emotional songs.
No, they usually do pretty well, I think.
Yeah. People want to be sad.
They like being sad.
You guys got to go listen to Gangsta Pose more. What's wrong with you?
Gangsta Pose is crazy.
Last 4 years of my life, I've just been listening to Gangsta Pose every day. And that's why I'm just always in a good mood wearing a striped sweater. Like, life is good, man.
That is just the craziest sweater. I don't even know where you would buy something like that.
I bought it at Kohl's. I'm going to up the ante a little bit,
Of course it's Kohl's.
This is, believe it or not, where is it?
I sincerely hope you still have the tag on it so you can return it.
Tommy
Hilfiger.
That's
Tommy Hilfiger? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
What are we in, 2005 again?
I brought it back for the Snoop Dogg album review.
Brought it straight from middle school. This is middle school picture day picture.
All right. I'm going to do my keep 3, lose 3, whatever we call. Oh, is there like a name for this segment? This segment was way too long. We got to work on our pacing.
Yeah, we do.
So for Missionary, keep 3. What are the 3 that you're keeping?
I am keeping for sure. Thank you. I'm keeping. Is it this one? Hold on.
You wasn't prepared.
I wasn't. I thought you were gonna go. Was it Hard Knocks? Yes, Hard Knocks. I'm keeping Hard Knocks. Thank you. And
Hard Knocks. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Beats are so
I'm going to
good
say
on this
Pressure.
album.
Just because I really like the double layers and the pimp hook.
Even though you got blue balled.
Even though I got blue balled. Gotta let the dogs out.
Oh, that scared me. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting the baritone. All right. Yeah, for me, keep 3. I'm going to make this real simple. Out of the Blue. So fire, man. That little touch it type of beat that they had to it, but faster pace. That all I want to do is boom, boom, boom. They're like, oh, take your money. All that. And this was the first time I heard Snoop Dogg in a real, like, this is the first time I heard him not on a feature and just on his own shit in so long, I feel like. I can't remember the last time he dropped something. So it felt so good to hear this song. Because I like Snoop Dogg albums. Snoop Dogg isn't like in my top 5 rappers or anything like that. But I don't think Snoop Dogg has dropped many albums that were duds to me. He's dropped a lot of fire albums.
Christmas album.
Oh, come on. All right. Anyways, Out of the Blue, Thank You is second for me. Thank You is second for me. That song feels too good. Too good. I want to play that every Sunday morning when I'm not going to church. And then Another Part of Me featuring Sting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is in my keep 3. And it was obvious to me when that song first came on. It's got a good melody to it. It's got a good vibe to it.
I can see it. I respect
stadium vibes. I'm a sucker for that when it feels like I'm at a live performance.
I respect it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of honest. I'm with you on keeping Out of the Blue too. I might keep that over Hard Knocks.
I would, obviously.
they're both fun. But okay, so my take 3, my delete 3. I'm gonna go with The Negotiator.
Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, that's a soundbite for the.
I'm probably gonna get rid of what was the one? Another Part of Me. I just can't get with it.
Fuck out of here.
And then
Another
I'm not
part
even
of
gonna.
me?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the Sting song you like.
I'm stupid. All right.
I'm not even gonna count the first two, the Foreplay and Shangri-La, because again they're like intro songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Say it. Say it.
I'm gonna say Gorgeous.
Gorgeous?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just surprised because I was waiting for you to say the first one in my delete 3.
Guns Blazing. Or Guns,
Guns
and
of
Smoke.
Smoke, yeah.
That's a Guns
Yep.
Blazing. Guns of
Yep,
Smoke is
Guns
like
of
right there
Smoke.
too.
Skyscrapers is next for me.
It hurts.
That's the Method Man joint. I know, it does. It does, but it just didn't feel like a good song. And the replayability, I think, is the worst. I think the hook is weak. And that, we talked about this, the most important part of a song.
Yep.
Hook. A
Yep.
lot of times.
Look at Joey taking out all the rappy rap guys.
Maybe they just got to learn to rap, and then they could stay on my list. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe you just gotta wear a different sweater.
Nah, I mean, Keanu was a good movie. And then Gangsta Pose is the next one I'm taking off. Just because I was expecting a stronger finish, so that one left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, no, Negotiator is kind of like an outro track. See, there you go. Bro,
Yeah.
Watch The Office. You are Steve Carell
said
from
it.
The Office.
But you said you were expecting a stronger finish. It left a bad taste in your mouth. It's just
I know.
a lot of
I
things
didn't-
happened.
None of that was even like crossing my mind at all. It's hard to be a perv when I'm wearing a sweater like this. Like I'm a
It looks like it would make it way easier for you.
Anyways, yeah, man. Those are my keep 3, lose 3. Or keep 3, delete 3. Keep 3, take 3. Keep 3, trash 3. I don't know what you want to call this.
What do I call it? Did I say anything last time? I don't know.
I don't know, but I feel like we should have something catchy for it.
Keep 3,
What do you
leave
think
3?
we should call this? What'd you say?
Keep 3, leave 3 kind of rhymes. Keep, leave. Those don't rhyme.
Keep 3,
Leave
leave
and
3.
3.
But leave almost sounds like keep. Like leave is like, let's leave it alone, you know?
Man, keep 3, delete 3.
Recycle 3. Oh, no.
My shit is frozen again.
Well,
Oh,
we have a
oh.
choice here.
We're back. Okay.
Do you want to end the episode like right now?
Do I, or do we want to? We didn't do a games last time. I know we're an hour and a half in right now.
We are.
We didn't do any games last week. We could do games really quick.
Okay.
Really quick.
If you trust me to keep up with the pace, then
Please keep
Let's
up pace.
see.
What's your final rating of the album? And then we'll go. Do some games.
final rating of the album for
Oh, shit. Hold
me,
on.
and it's yes. Final rating. You sound like a robot.
I sound like
you
a robot now?
dumb. Oh no, you sound good. You sound great.
I had to
You sound
fix my
smart.
shit. All right. Final rating.
Final rating. You can't just yell final rating. You got to say what your final rating
Got to
is.
give a number.
I know this is hard, man, because what I wrote down I disagree with. You ever have that happen? Like you're prepared, like you for your answer, but then your
You're
idea
not a
that you
man.
had
You
a
can't
mind
stand behind
changes.
your own word. I get it.
Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, when you're wearing a striped sweater like this, it's hard.
Yeah, just all decisions are questionable.
When I first listened to the album, there was a lot of adrenaline involved. We've talked about this aspect before, too, of being excited for a project and everything sounds so good when you're listening to it the first time. Then when you listen to it the second time, you're more down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
I think now that I've come down to earth, I would give this album a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I was really pretty excited when I heard this album the first time, and it sounded really good sonically, and I was just excited to hear Snoop Dogg sound excited to be in the booth. He sounded like he really wanted to be there and wanted to do this album, and it sounded like passion project in some regards. And it sounded good to know, he didn't really miss a step as an artist. Granted, there was a big team behind this album with the ICU being involved working under Dre, but I don't want to take away from that too much. Yeah, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Sounds like you're really holding the ICU part against this whole album. You've said it many times tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I know that that's how the music industry works a lot of times. There's always a big team behind the one, subject that's being focused on. The one in the limelight always has something. There's always somebody holding up that light to put someone in the limelight. But yeah, it kind of hurt me a little bit because I was like, yes, Dre and Snoop sound so damn good. Dre's production is crazy. This is something of like the craziest Dre production I've heard in years. And then knowing that a team was behind it all, pulling the strings kind of made it kind of like, damn it, fuck. It's not all that I thought it would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Milli Vanilli.
I mean, not really, but I get it. They had zero musical talent whatsoever, and were just fucking puppets. They were literally puppets.
All right, let's hear your rating.
I really liked about half the album. I kind of liked about another 25% of the album, and I didn't care for about another 25% of the album. So that puts it right at like a 7.1 for me.
Wow, higher than me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.1. And Thank You is a 9 out of 10 song for me, by the way.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Damn.
That is one of my favorite songs I've heard this year, if not my favorite song that I've heard this year.
Do you think we're gonna hear that song in like parties, like in years to come?
I think no. I think maybe. I don't know. I hear the original a lot. You need to go back and listen to some of these original samples that I still can't believe you didn't recognize.
I do. I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the list of samples that we talked about on this album, like the Police, the Stylistics. Did you say it was Sly?
Yes. Yeah.
Sly. Yeah. It's Sly and the Stylistics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to Google that one. I mean, obviously, I didn't know that one, but
yeah. But I'm gonna go back and listen to these original songs.
Yeah. The song is called "Thank You," and in parentheses, it's "for letting me." All one word. Be myself. For letting me is one word. That's how you know it's like
on
soul.
the original.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
It's
I didn't think they really like stretched the grammar rules out too much back then.
Yeah, it's literally FALETTINME. For letting me.
For letting me.
Yeah, it's great. All right, over under 21 samples on this album.
Man. Well, what's considered a sample? Under.
I'm taking the over.
Wow. Let's dive into this and really see. Let's go and do our homework.
We will.
And see how many
samples. We'll talk
samples.
about it next episode. You want to make a bet on it?
Because like MIA, that's considered a sample just because it said the same lyrics as the hook.
Yes.
And out of the blue, like, yeah, like that's... All right, we'll do that. Will I remember? I don't know. But hopefully people hold us accountable.
If you're listening on Spotify and still have somehow made it an hour and 43 minutes into this, hold us accountable next episode. Drop a comment on Spotify.
We're under 20 Missionary. Okay. And listen to samples. Learn music, Joe.
Learn music.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will learn music. All right. Which game do you want to play? There's so many choices. Do you have a new game for us?
I thought about doing one that I made a TikTok about on our page. That's 5 rappers and one has to go. Not that one. Yeah, that one's not posted yet.
Would you fuck the rapper? Okay.
It'd be a quick video. It's just yes to all of them. So,
right?
5 rappers, one has to go. How do you feel about that? Like, I give you 5 rappers, and you gotta delete one from existence.
It sounds easy. I'm sure it will be
easy,
but it's easy to understand. That's for damn sure.
That is easy to understand, and Lord knows
let's do it. 5 rappers.
Let's
do it.
Okay.
Let's fucking do this, dude.
All right, 5 rappers. One has to go. Let's go. Eminem, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Kendrick,
Fuck you.
50 Cent.
What? Oh, well. Oof. That's not on the surface from a technical aspect. That seems simple because the worst rapper out of all of them is 50 Cent. I don't think that's debatable. I don't.
It's not.
But in terms of discography,
And just overall music.
that's where it gets tricky. That's really tough.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say they have to go, do you mean from here on
Gone.
out? Or do you mean the discography
Gone.
is washed?
Discography is washed. You never get to listen to their music again. Their
Their
impact
legacy,
on culture
their
has never happened.
influence,
All
everything.
gone. It's
Okay.
like they never existed.
MIB blank to your face.
Yep.
You forget everything.
Just like
Okay.
MC Shabroni. You ever heard of him? Exactly.
Who? Okay,
Exactly.
well,
That's the
all right.
that's the point.
Poor
I played
guy.
this game many years ago. I had to pick.
MC Shabroni. All right. Man, that is so tough. Fuck you. This is impossible.
Man,
I'm going
gave
with
him an
Kendrick.
easy game. Can't do it.
I'm going with Kendrick.
Going with
For
Kendrick.
me, it's Kendrick Lamar. Bitch, I'm Kendrick Lamar. No, you're not. You're going.
Kendrick Lamar forever
Fuck Big
washed
Three.
away from
It's
the
just
list.
Big Me. Thanos just snapped that motherfucker away. Cause come
That's
on, man.
crazy.
Jay-Z, his
That's crazy work.
influence.
Yeah.
Eminem, I can't do it as a white man in a blue sweater. And
Yeah,
then
it's understandable.
Lil Wayne's run was I'm a punchline rapper myself. I'm just a sucker for punchlines. This dude just made it almost like cool to just bring the punchlines to the mainstream. Man. And then who was the other guy? 50 Cent. It's just like yeah, man. Too many bangers. Too many. His discography. You know what's crazy about 50 Cent though? His mainstream discography isn't that great.
He's got like 2 good albums. That's
That's the
pushing it.
crazy part. His G Unit albums, I mean the first G Unit album, but he has a stamp on so many other artists though.
Yeah.
And he made all those other solo G Unit albums sound so good. Like Young Buck's first album to me, banger. Lloyd Banks' Hunger for More, banger. And 50 Cent was, behind a lot of those, executive producing a lot of them and shit like
Right.
that. Like
And he
the
arguably has
Games albums.
the best album of all time.
Who? Him?
I said he arguably
yeah.
has the best album of all time.
Yeah. So I can't do that. And Kendrick just kind of is on his own island doing impressive shit. But, yeah, out of them, 50 Cent's close, but it's Kendrick. That's got to go for
All
me.
right. There's the clip.
All right. Mine won't be nearly as hard.
Awesome.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do?
All right.
I'm going to use the generator. Are you mad at
Okay.
me for that?
No, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. So here we go. Shut up. Oh, there's the copyright. All
Hour
right,
50 minutes in.
Your first rapper is Corday. I was actually reading up on him today. Joyner Lucas. Jack Harlow. This is actually kind of good. Busta Rhymes.
Wow.
It was Jack Harlow again. And Nas. So
Wow.
Nas, Corday, Jack Harlow, Busta Rhymes, and Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
So who are we getting
this
rid of?
one's kind of rather easy for me. It's a toss up between 2, and I think you know which 2. I'm probably getting rid of.
it would. Okay.
I'm probably getting rid of Jack Harlow in this situation.
But it would
It
have
was
been between
between-
him and Corday, right?
Yeah, it was between him and Corday. Corday's really turning one on, man. I listened to his last album, which I wish we would have talked about. I think he dropped it right before we started doing the podcast again.
Mhm.
But he's been doing some really dope stuff lately. And I watched him open up for Jack Harlow a couple months ago with my wife.
Oh,
And I like Jack Harlow. I think he's awesome. He's a fellow Kentucky rapper. But he's just, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of moving away from the rap stuff. He's going into a new lane, like a more R&B style. And I feel like it'd be okay to be without him, you know?
he's really appeasing to the female demographic and realizing that he's the ladies' man and really leaning into that, which I'm not mad at him for.
No, not at all.
But Corday still sounds like not money hungry, the young and hungry rapper. Get really digging his teeth in it, like, bro, like, yeah, like, I love his freestyles that he does. He just wants to just get better and better as an artist. He's not hit his prime yet, and that's really exciting. Corday, I don't think was the one to take out there, but I understand he doesn't have as many legs in the game as Joyner Lucas.
Busta Rhymes or Nas. Like I said, it was between those two, but it really wasn't even that hard of a decision. I was just trying to add some suspense. Jack Harlow's getting booted out of that. Plus, another reason. So, I made this rapper filter that you just used, and I got tagged in a video the other day, and it was a guy saying, like, I'm holding my breath until I get a better rapper than, and it was Jack Harlow. And he spun it, and the first rapper he got was me. And he kept that bitch spinning. I was like, son of a bitch, I knew I shouldn't have left this on here. And then I forget who even got right after that. But it was somebody else.
He kept it spinning.
Yeah, which means like I'm not better than Jack Harlow is what he was saying.
I'm gonna hold my breath until I find a better rapper than
Jack Harlow.
Okay.
And I was the first one on there, and he just just kept going. I was like, motherfucker, this is the whole reason I didn't want to be put on this list. I shouldn't have done it, but not really.
I'm biting my tongue so hard right now.
It was fun.
I'm like thinking about it. The wheels are turning in my brain on who's the better Kentucky rapper, Jack Harlow or Crypt.
He's more famous, therefore he's better. That is logic. Speaking of logic, I like logic. All right.
Anyways, end this.
Oh, you don't want to do any more games? We got 8 minutes until we get to 2 hours. We can do 2 hours.
People do not want to hear my voice anymore. Okay, fine. What else do you want to play?
Guess the rapper in 1 minute. My favorite game.
All right, go. No. 55 seconds left.
We'll end it on this one. All right, I've got a rapper for you. You got 1 minute to guess him. All right.
Yeah, I gotta stop looking at this list of rappers. Yeah.
All right, you are ready.
Okay.
He is on the rap filter. Okay.
Oh, that's already a big clue.
Maybe that'll help. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Go.
Does he have a penis?
Yes.
Okay.
Big one. I assume.
When's the last time he dropped a single?
It's yes or no questions, Joe.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, well, we'll restart here because you never understand the games. You just. It's why we don't do games.
Listen, man.
We'll start it
serious,
over.
Man.
All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
3, 2, 1,
go.
go.
The same rapper? Is it the same rapper you had in mind?
Yes, same rapper.
Does he have a penis?
Yes, big.
Okay. Did he drop a single this year?
No.
Did he work with a famous producer?
No.
Does he reside in the South?
No.
Is he from the West Coast?
Yes.
Is he from California?
Yes.
Does his name begin with an S?
No.
Are you sure?
Wait a minute.
Does he have over 10 million followers on Instagram?
No.
Then fuck him. No, just kidding. These are horrible questions. Does he sing?
Kinda.
Does he need auto-tune to sound good?
Yes. All right.
Am I over
That's
the time?
You just now hit a minute. What are you at? You got one final guess. Who is this rapper?
Well, it's obviously based off. I got nowhere. I feel like
He's just so bad at asking questions. Does he wear striped sweaters? Does he love his mother?
Annie's on the Annie's on the filter.
All right, give me an answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
E40.
It is Hobson.
Oh, he is from Compton, isn't he?
It's from Panorama City.
Oh, Panorama City. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh. I know he had a music video shoot in Compton. He was doing a casting call for it when I was down there. They were like, send a picture of yourself, and you might be in the video. And he had me in a striped sweater, like, like, yeah, we're not.
So we're
This
gonna
isn't what we're
pass
looking
on
for.
this.
We don't want to be a
It's
liability for
literally
this
has
guy
to
in
be
Compton.
there's a homeless guy right there. Let's grab him.
I never saw the video, but yeah, it's
Man.
very sad.
All right, well
Anyways.
you do one for me. Let's see if maybe one day one of us will guess one of these. I just feel like we're never gonna get this ever.
Okay. Oh, should I do this one? Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. All right. And
Hold your phone
go.
up. Hold your phone up.
Okay.
With the
Fuck
timer.
you. I wasn't looking at the timer. I was looking into the. I don't know what I was looking into. All right, ready?
Yep.
And here we go.
West Coast.
No.
Is he black?
No.
Oh, Mac Miller.
No.
Eminem.
Right on the bat.
I'm just naming them all. G-Eazy, Mac Miller, Slim Jesus,
No.
Logic.
No.
Paul Wall.
He's not black. I mean, white. No.
What ethnicity is this man?
White.
Okay. He's a white rapper? I ran out of all of them. G-Eazy. Me?
No,
you?
already said him. Yeah, you.
It was
Fuck
me?
You. Yeah.
Dude, come on.
How did you? So wait a minute. So I should never choose a white rapper because you're just gonna go through every white rapper that you know. You didn't
Listen,
even
it
say
really
Jack
narrows-
Harlow. We just had a whole conversation about this.
I didn't say him, but it really does
You didn't
narrow
even say
down the
Yellow
bunch.
Wolf?
Like, I had Yellow Wolf and fucking Beastie Boys. That was it. Like, like, that is the scope. It's gone after
All right,
that.
we'll do one more. We'll do one
All
more.
right, we'll do one more.
Since you don't count as a rapper, apparently. You're like, dude, come on. Pick a real rapper.
For real.
All right. Here we go. All right. And go.
All right, is he white?
No.
Is it a man?
Yes.
West Coast?
No.
South?
No.
East Coast?
Yes.
New York?
Yes.
Queens?
I don't think so.
Was he part of a rap group?
Yeah.
Did he challenge Floyd Mayweather to read a Harry Potter book?
I don't think so. No.
So it's not 50 Cent. Okay.
No.
Okay. New York. Okay. Is he?
Oh,
Was he
yeah,
part of a
remember
rap
that.
group?
Yeah.
He was part of a rap group. Was he part of Wu-Tang?
No.
Was he part of G-Unit?
No.
Was he part of Tribe Called Quest?
No. So specific. No.
Was he? Is he mixed?
No.
Oh God, dude, New York rap. Okay, is it? Fuck, Nas.
It's a jackal.
Uh,
No. Jackal. It's a jackal. Time's up.
Oh my God, dude. New York rapper, not mixed, in a rap group.
Mm.
Not G-Unit, not Wu-Tang, not Tribe Called Quest. What other rap groups are up there?
I feel like it's cheating if we come with prepared questions. What do you think? We should never do that?
No,
Should we just come up with them on the fly?
I think there should be.
Because it would get repetitive. Don't you think?
That's the best way to narrow it down. I feel like because
It's the best way to narrow it down, but like I just don't ever want to come to this with like written questions. Like I'm gonna ask these to narrow it down, you know?
I mean, it's such a wide variety. We're literally not even getting fucking close to answering these. I feel like we should limit ourselves right now. Maybe if we get too fucking good at this.
Okay.
He is on
So
the
what's
filter,
your final
right?
guess? What?
Was he on the filter?
I don't know. You have to
Okay,
tell me
final
when I
guess is
tell
Biggie
you.
Smalls. That's my final
No.
guess.
ASAP Rocky.
I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, I tried to make it a little tricky. I thought Crypt was going to stump you, but you're so fucking self-centered. It was your first guess out of your fucking mouth. All right, guess the rapper. Go. Me.
I make rap music. I'm good. It's me. Best white rapper ever. All right, that's the end of the podcast, everybody. Have a great day. Comment on Spotify. Follow Big Penis. Awesome. Papa do.